Alright, welcome back to more of 9 Villages. And we're going to do a little more exploration. And see if we can complete the Lost Woods maze. So again, I'm probably going to pay for all that information and I'll explain, how you're so really supposed to think about this. To create the correct solution to the maze. Well, at least you have a convenient warp point. Don't have to do that first part of the Lost Woods again. So before we finish the maze, I'm actually going to explore the graveyard a little bit. I'm not sure where this music comes from. A chance to get some more money, I suppose. Wizrobes on these screens. Most of this is just for decoration. There's only, I think, a couple screens that you really need to to concern yourself about. And that upper left corner I'm not going to go into yet. That's actually the way into the secret grave. I'll be doing that a little bit later. Just scouting more screens. Alright, in here... Yeah, so you get the magic wand in the secret grave, which you're gonna have to go to eventually. And I think that's a clue for a different spot in the graveyard. Let me go into that in just a little bit. Might as well just clear as much garbage as I can find. And nothing much in here. The same old basic shop. Now there is, one screen in the, northeast if you played the first quest. You find get your magic sword there, but that's not what you're gonna find here. But you still want to use that as a reference point. So if you push one of these gravestones in this corner... So yeah, no, you're not gonna get the magic sword in here. So you just find a secret passage. And this is what I bought that enemy bait for way long ago. I'll go buy another one later on. And piece of heart in this corner. So a little rock pushing puzzle. Now scoop that up. At least I got my bombs back. The only thing annoying about these ghosts is I just take so many hits to knock them out. Alright, this area, again, very familiar to first quest Zelda. And now you just get free money in here. So we'll just leave that there for later, because I think it's a fair amount of cash there. And that's a potion shop like usual. free up this warp point for later. Again, it's good to actually reference like this overworld map because it gives you a sense of where you're looking at. I mean, this is the fairy fountain. This is the Lost Bastion right there, that little river. And very similar to the first quest in Zelda. How you're gonna open that. And then these two tombstones here, I think this one was the piece of heart. This one here I would think is the secret grave. So he actually marks it pretty nicely on the map, so you can kind of use that for reference, what you're going to be looking for. I'll just keep cleaning up more screens. And this screen's just a bunch of likes. Okay, this side, I don't think there's much over here, but just to complete the map exploration. Kind of random to have a lot of just blue moblins here, because it's just chances for you to get bombs back, in case you're short on them. I'm not gonna be doing the gambling there. Really no need to. It might be easier just to use some arrows just to try to clean out some of that mess on the inside. And make your travel a little bit easier to go on. Okay, so this screen, you just have to push all the rocks onto the switches. First thing, you want to find the one you can move freely, because you can't push this rock. Yeah, that basically opens up a backdoor entrance into the graveyard. Although you have the warp point, which is a better shortcut anyway. I'm actually gonna go back and buy some enemy bait. I don't know if you need it to proceed in the main quest, but you do need it for some goodies. You know, just to get this out of the way. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the Lost Woods and work on the second piece of the puzzle. Now see how this is nicely marked? This is the first hint spot right here. And this is kind of the end of the Lost Woods, so again, I'm kind of impressed how he marked it on the map, on that world map. Okay, so I'm gonna probably pay for this just to show you. Again, you want to probably write all this down. So point 3 is the Lost Bastion, basically. This is just an exit. So that's not part of the maze path. So that's a whole separate thing. This is just a way out of the Lost Woods. This is what you want to write down. That's part of the actual maze path. Again, very similar to Zelda 1. You'll know what to do when you get to that point. And that's another piece of the maze. And you notice it's not in a multiple of 4, it's in just 6 letters. And then that's another piece of the maze path, so just jot that down. And this is kind of handy because this is the net direction you're gonna move on the map. So this is not part of the maze path, this is actually your net direction. So if we take this as 1, 2, and 3, you know, you're gonna move north first, and this is from the starting point. Because if you counted the letters, there is actually 17 letters. So the first letter is actually the entrance into the Lost Woods. So it's gonna be north. So I think it's number 3 is already wrong because one of them had started with east, so that's not right. So it's gonna be either one of these two that you start with. And then if you stretch it out a little more, the second path is going to be north. And so this one, I think, would have ended with south, so that's wrong. This one, I think, has the correct piece. Because it ends with another north. And it's a lot easier if you write it down and try to work it out yourself on this. I'll try to explain it in the comments as well. Okay, so this is the first piece of it. And then the second piece, you're going to end up going east. So if you chose this one, it would be, you'd have a N-E-E-W. Basically, this is wrong. It's going to be this one. Because you have to put it all together. So this is going to be the first piece. This is the second piece, I believe. And then this is the third part of the maze path. Again, I'll probably put it in the comments, my thought process on this, and make it more clear to you. Okay, so you start from here, and remember you have to use the reference point. You remember it has to be something regarding death. So this is a live statue, this is a dead skeleton, so you're gonna start from this side. Again, assuming you took the middle clue as the first one. Yeah, it's not very intuitive. And you see why you have to start on the left side, because if you started on the right side, you can't complete the maze correctly. Because you actually go up, left, right, and then up again. And if you actually complete the first part of it, so you're gonna go north first, and then you're gonna take the left clue as the second piece of this. So you're gonna go north twice, and then east twice. And then on this screen, you actually should have the solution correct now. So you finish the left clue, so you go up, down, and then you use the clue on the right. So you go east twice. So again, you start with up, down, and then go right twice. And you kind of end up in this little dead-end corner, but this is actually okay because you actually want to be in this little corner to do the maze correctly. So you go left, and left, down, and then north. And then you'll match the clues correctly, and you'll end up right here, which should be very familiar if you played Zelda 1. So using the whistle here, we'll drive the lake bed. And going in here, this is level 5. And we're gonna start going through this place in the next part. Get the 2 items in this place, because you're gonna need them to proceed. Alright, see you guys later.